Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
What's going on is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, throwing around incendiary language. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material eaten.
Officer...
His hands are clean and well manicured.
My name is Charles Vildrouin. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you with... I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
Because I did it?
He's clearly not a man accustomed to being spoken to in that manner, let alone to being accused of murder.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very... Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities. I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell. I went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man. All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
But we are fairly certain the lady driver was present.
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent. Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything. You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such... I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late. No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
It seems this wasn't the break you were hoping for. I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Villedroit.
Of course. Anything I can do to assist the RCM. The Coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories. You could say I'm undoing some of the material. Yes, as I said before, I'm a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the moral intern is joking or not.
It is the most important thing. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining...
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%. But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. The Coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. A sound monetary... But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the Moral Intern's committee. What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the... Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is... Oh, yes. Sur-la-Clé is...
What is it about this benevolence that makes you break out in sweat and want to run for the hills?
Whatever you wish, officer. Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters. Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue. That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since. EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see.
God, yes. Sweet standardization. The backbone of rationality and commerce.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the moral intern feels a supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident. You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy. It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure. No, candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system? But we were talking about my friend here, not politics. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Peninsula? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in. Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too. Sorry, who? But I told you, officer, he's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine art. He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the art. Sorry, but I told you, officer. Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. He's deeply enmeshed. He's a truly free spirit. I'm just enjoying the view. Listen.
A baby is crying in the neighboring.
No, listen. The Insulindian Bay. This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away. My friend comes and goes. I'm all ears, officer. A moment. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be...
Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful space. Was there anything else? Of course. I'm sorry I couldn't be the break you were looking for.
Yes? What is it? It means I'm a patrol officer, sir.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
He might be wearing a disguise.
Okay, why not? So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Oh my god, there's more. Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
Yes? What is it?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake.
policeman. What can our village do for you? Not much. Where's the abandoned church? Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to...
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty. I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed. What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, and now you know everything there is to know about this coast. Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says. A deal with who? It's the border union, isn't it? Nothing good ever comes from paperwork, in my experience.
As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away. As the plates reorient to your motions, the hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring. You really do feel more confident. Invulnerability does that. Even partial invulnerability. Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistribution for the day you have to fight someone. The remaining windows rattle from it.
No, I won't even try. You know, I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name. Don't even ask. He wouldn't answer. Maybe some other small talk.
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I passed my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
You see, a once bright mural towering above a slogan used to intertwine with the loops along.
Looks like tomorrow never came. Looks like tomorrow never came.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy? So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, oh, the system's been good to old. You see, bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got everyone on my hook.
The hook Where is it? I can't see it.
Hook 'em and cook 'em, huh? You want to buy something? In the civilized world, it's a custom.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
The man hiccups, then mumbles something, and he snorts and beckons you to lean in.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
There's no use in yelling at drums. He's barely holding it together.
The drunk man starts coughing. He does not sound well at all.
Don't you fucking call her! Hear me? Abigail? Don't call.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there, an empty street, chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. The road is smooth and motley, craters filled with a black asphalt, a tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio, number 312D. Craters pop. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant. The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves. Inside, you see a set of steering leads.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering. The afternoon sun shimmers off the white on blue. Police lift. Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always. This is a Caprice Canema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, with its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through it, even at a standstill. Someone has waxed it recently.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look? 130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
You lost me there. The Kinema is fast. Feels right at home on the raised motor track. Hard to find something that could overtake it.
Armel Ryu Supersonique, a racing motorbike for the road, could probably do it.
You mean the coil noise? When variable current passes through wires that make up the coils on the electrical system on this machine, it causes vibration when the frequency of the current in the coils falls within the audible range, the resulting vibration creates the whiny sound you meant.
What a binoclard.
Of course.
The human lie detector.
Yes, an extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Sorry, I'm not following.
Lingo it up.
No, that's porno tuning.
Use bigger words.
Porno. That's short for pornography.
The sole purpose of pornography is to stimulate one's visual sense to evoke sexual arousal. The same is true with the modifications you're proposing.
I'm sincerely relieved I don't have to try and convince you of that. Back to work.
It's you again. What is it?
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others.
Well, let's hear it then.
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot. There is no witness.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there, too.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
Great witness.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word. Tiles on the cube are still smoldered. Nothing. Something's missing. There's no tape in the... like a smooth draw. The speaker.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Good. Please repeat the password. I am contractually obliged to protect...
I'm afraid we are not doing that.
Now, can you please repeat the procedure?
That sounds bad. Don't worry. Passwords have a way of...
Fortress accident? Is there a... Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are...
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What? Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. I think I have just the right one for you. You're a police officer, right? Here, catch. They're a gift from...
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Your hands can't agree what to do, and the two dice drop to the floor and scatter in opposite directions, like pearls from a broken string. The blue one disappears down the pit in the center of the room.
Ah, down the drain, like your career. I apologize, officer. That comment was unnecessary.
Her knuckles pop audibly from her nervous habit of playing with her hands. The soft chatter from the headphones continues unabated. The note is written with a blue. A weathered brown door. The number reads, "Something smells good. Soup allons." The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. This is the door. You already know it's the right door.
You're right. Let's talk this through.
You hear light footsteps passing by the door and some folk.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary. Dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Good advice. The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Hello? Who is it?
And someone turns down the radio.
The police. A moment, please give us a moment.
Tidying up, nervously. There's fear in her voice.
Come in, the door is open. It's you from the book stand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back? I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade?
We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? No, this is something much worse. Is he in a hospital? How bad is it? How have I been? You're not here to
Can't write a scene without knowing the actors. Ask more.
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie. They came home later. They're a good girl. The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. And Victor is out.
She swallows visibly.
He has a problem with drinking, and so he disappears every now and then. He's probably in the parks drinking with his friends. I sent him to the library a few days ago, but I guess something came up. No, I guess I'll find out when he decides to come back home. It shouldn't be long from now. He's never gone for more than a few days. Oh, it's in Jamrock. The one at Mayrow Street. I don't know the official name.
Central Jamrock Public Library?
I think, yes, if that's the one on Mayrow.
It is.
Just to return a book of mine? Why? Why all those questions, Detective?
Do something? Break something? It's a fool's hope.
Yes. His old leather jacket. It's just your average brown leather jacket, but he bought it as a teenager, so... No, well, the lining is hand-sewn. It's blue. I tried to make the thing...
She folds her hands across her chest. Here it comes. You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
What did you say?
A great and terrible spike. The blood freezes in her veins.
Oh. Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him? Was he drunk? I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever. She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the...
Here.
No, no. I just need to tell my girls.
It burns like acid.
God. Should I call them? Should I?
No. A day.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She can't take much more. Her stomach is churned.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still... Thank you. Thank you for telling me.
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon. Already, she starts to shake.
We should step outside and talk. You did well. You did enough. Can't save the whole world, you know.
Can't bring the dead back.
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased. They'll manage. That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done. Let's go.
Shame on you!
The unpromising race.
All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone party.
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you. Yes, this scene isn't exactly ripping with joy.
This is the night watchman. A rusted control panel.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to... Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such... Oh, that...
Told you.
Oh, I'm just... Sure, mister. About what? Oh, we're on a strike.
So no...
Not... But Titus and his boys got into... Like what, mister? Yes, I'm like... Actually...
Who?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those duets. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clock.
Well, sometimes...
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Mr. Dubois, now, what can Everard Clare do for you today? Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you. By all means, Harry. What's on your mind? No, you didn't. I know the mailman, Harry. I know everyone and everything that happens in... Just like I know you'll get it done. Once you stop horsing around, let me know when it's done. By all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
The tear machine. Your bottle's
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno's...
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like...
His little green eyes are fixed on you. He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Fucking yeah. Kuno knows you don't want to face this right now. This dark shit. Kuno faces this shit every day. Makes Kuno's skin crawl. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower. But a determined child of her size. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. Fear. Kuno falls silent.
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah? Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal. Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know. Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit. Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Sounds boreal, like something from the tundra and tiger-covered Cutler, Isola. Far, far away from here, as far as possible.
Suroese? Like that man from Helmdall shit? She could be. She could be that Helmdall shit.
Revelshot does have a small Suroese community, or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
Fuck no, she's not me sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit. Yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark. Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet, psycho style. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
You know this. The body goes into a kind of revulsion shock. Murder hangover. That's what it could have been. Kill the kid. Yes. Makes them look for a quiet, dark place and just hibernate there. Usually goes on for a few days, up to a week. Must have been her first one. You only get it on the first one.
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home. She's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno. How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen, listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
All right. Now we can do business.
He's breathing heavily. That took something.
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig, and shit. You can even fuck back in Kuno's kingdom. Kuno saw you sniff around that fucking pile of Eternite. It's a secret door, okay? Just pull it off and fuck back in there. Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his... Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Dirty Popo Man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed. Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks like half. A baggie, but like...
That's half a gram, sir.
Yeah, half a G. Want it or not? Okay, Kuno's listening. Sure, whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything. Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his...
What the hell are you signing us up for here? Okay then.
Kuno doesn't...
It's you again. What is it?
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
Huh? You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, but...
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Blonde. That's I'm on due. With an O-U. Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Something is off here. His anger is possessed.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
I know her.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
You mean Revachol? Nah, she's an immigrant. Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it. And what was up with the partying she and Titus did? It sounded fun.
What do you think I meant? Yeah, tons of it. All the song. No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're...
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of, I don't give a shit.
You don't know her. Good boy. You don't know her. Not the way I do. You don't know her. Not the way I do. Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
Tired. Control.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp, smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. Note, following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Looks like it, yes.
Welcome to the roof.
Her hair is still slick from the below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there. A third place? Interesting. That's probably why the cleaning lady...
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer? Like riding a copper-cycle.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
What could she be thinking of? It's hard to say. Her shoulders are relaxed, her eyes on the cigarette.
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe. I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol. Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell. It is.
The lieutenant makes a note. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Clasier Amondu. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. A bad memory, officer. It's the past. People can't go back to the past. I'm 28. Something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national lit.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
Nothing. I do nothing with it. It's not very cool, but what can you do? I'm afraid you can't.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and...
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a...
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her mood.
The record. So official. Yeah? All right. Yes. You're just one room away.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you were doing before you blacked out.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions. Like...
It's a bit early in the morning for rape, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Is it? It is afternoon. Time flies, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must...
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. We partied. A lot of partying.
From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that. Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect. making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do...
Whoa. After so much drinking and drugs, how did they?
Untraditionally, officer.
Your imagination starts whirring, whether you want it to or not.
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of...
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that. Pretty much.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
I'm 89% sure. You know how it is.
Do you?
Maybe you don't know.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here. Serious.
You hear cracking in her shoulders.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer.
You get the feeling she might be.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof.
A bitter cringe. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So, she's Scott's mystery phone cutter.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that. She must have had training of some kind.
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now. Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter. A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefreiter. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not...
It's barred from the inside. It sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy. You kick it, gung-ho style. Entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force.
All right, let's trash the place.
Let's not.
Your foot is ready to explode and punish this object. The sturdy wood door has lost all respect for you.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just... Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
It's you again. What is it? Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking
hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody. Goddamn, no one tells you to put your fists down.
Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
is so quiet you could hear a pin drop. The rest of the cafeteria has gone quiet, too. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about. What's on it? We call it the Dorgun a mega mix. You'll know why. Won't you listen to? You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that. We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that. It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
I'm sure we can find a tip.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try...
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday. Yeah? What about it? You do that, lawman.
You stare at. The tape feels ominous. Upon it, the dead speak.
I've got nothing to say to you. I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eye. You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel.
You set the pace and the topic. A man like Easy Leo could have said anything.
I represent the Union and these men here. Don't make this personal.
A very minor victory. The compact tape player. The machine was made in Revachol by a company called. There's no fix.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix, but it isn't anymore. My Kinema only comes with radio. Let's try to find a new tape player. Perhaps we...
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Officer, the flashlight, please. Hello, hello. Yeah, we still have those boom boxes on the shelves.
You see, Road, try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back. Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine. The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boom.
And here you are, quality sound reproduction.
The porterial is just, you push, command set, and the tape.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it cohort. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porterial. The tape stops spinning.
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. Indeed, but... End of recording. Corty could be short for Cortenard, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work. A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service. I think we've got a few more questions for Class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back. The contrast feels chilly, inappropriate. shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. Your heartbeat quickens, palms go sweaty. The siren of amphetamine is singing you her song.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
No response. The apartment numbers have fallen off the door. Nothing happens. It must be an ambush. Let's get you. You'll need to equip the chain cutters to enter. A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the door. Snip. The cutter goes through them like dead leaves. The link. Don't let the quiet fool you.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle.
Good. Confiscate.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to you pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural. Don't wait. Celebrate. Blast that shit right here. Take inventory of it once this boring tape. Blast it before you face the beast. Deruita. A bundle of clothes heaped on. In the dark, it looks like a nest. Something underneath there is breathing. It doesn't give a shit that you're a cop. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol. You don't have to take him down. He's already...
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the... Max Tor is a gas company. He's wearing free socks. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even there's still plenty to be scared of here. Just not what you thought.
No, it really doesn't. This looks very hard to recover from. This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
Silence. Only heat emanates from... He wouldn't be too thrilled to learn you stole his stash.
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side. We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
The pile of blankets grunts miserably. The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, and then it dawns upon you, clear and serene. Pigs, he says. He's trying to call you pigs. His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore is...
At least he got to say his piece.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything. Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, that's how we split it. It's the best way. Street. Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker. Distraction style.
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
Kuno wants to hear all about it. But first, we split the kilo. Then we shoot the shit. Kuno knows what Kuno means. Alright. Kuno...
Tell him, Kuno!
Kuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Kuno. So Kuno's gonna give you one more chance. No...
Major fucking choice, pig!
Kuno won't take this shit lightly. The pieces...
It's hard to see how not giving a boy a bag of amphetamine would cause some... Hard to see, but easy to feel. Somehow, this will change things.
Tick, 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 tick. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Kuno? Alright. You fucked the Kuno. Everybody, Kuno got fucked by his pocket pig. Just when we get...
I told you he can't be trusted!
Relax, see? We got plenty of kilo. Kilo underground, in the tree. This ain't about that. This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged this.
There is genuine disappointment below. In truth, Kuno doesn't really believe there's anything he can do to make up for this. The damage is irreparable.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans.
Yeah, we got
6 meters underground, below piping from before the war. The collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system. There are 2 stolen flashlights with piles of batteries next to them, beside 2 bedrolls.
Yeah? How the fuck are you still alive, pig? What?
His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about... You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window. Kuno's not fucking trying to be tough. This shit is real. Kuno's fucking violent dad's gonna be a vegetable. Kuno knows that shit. Stroke shit. Stomach fuck. Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Gonna be just like Kuno's violent dad. Speed shit. Crime shit. Fucking...
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
There's a touch of grief in...
Fuck you talking sad? Kuno's got hard shit. Death shit. Nothing shit. Get your fucking nun-ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think cause you took Kuno's speed, Kuno's gonna sub like a turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is...
If he doesn't stop soon, he's going to...
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit. Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink. That's right. It's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground. Leroy...
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno!
That didn't change shit, pig. That only made things worse.
It doesn't work, Kuno. Only our shit works.
Kuno doesn't...
Hi again, Gendarme. You did? And how did you like him? I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people. A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, Gendarme. He can always return to his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know. Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time. That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess. It is. On Sundays. He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean. What about me, Gendarme? Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe. A uniform.
Kuno's like Kuno's. Alright, that's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way. Word on the.
Not a single.
Kuno wants to hear all about. Kuno knows what Kuno means. Alright.
Tell him.
Kuno's
Major.
Kuno won't.
It's hard to...
Tick, 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 tick. Decision time. What's a... Alright.
I told you.
Relax, see? This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged the...
There is... In truth, Kuno doesn't really believe.
Yeah.
6 meters underground.
Yeah, you got lucky. Should have sent you in when he was there, pushing roids in his... Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants... That's right.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
That didn't change.
It doesn't work, Kuno. Only...
Kuno does...
It's you again. What is it? Smart boy, you go do that. Smart boy, you go do that.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring. As the porcelain meets them, this does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me. Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style? He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It was... No. I'm pretty sure he did all those things. And then had to internalize them to keep on living. Until they just... sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for? Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower. We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess.
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
It's you again. What is it? And that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape. Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her. What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
can confirm that.
She didn't? Well, whoop-de-doo then.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
Seems like they wanted to give Claudia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Right. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawmen?
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right? Also, your fists are itching for a bump.
I ask for your opinion, not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Fantastic. So now, you remember how to do your job. I'm so sick of this piss.
Yeah, guys. We should get a party going tonight.
Why?
Maybe not then.
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
You can say that again, copper. Right here.
Here we go. Bump it hard. Your fist connects with his. Hard. The slam is audible. You can...
And now you, Bina Claude.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses, then extends his curled fist and taps Titus's bruised knuckles. Not bad.
Yeah, maybe. That is a possibility. Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head. Yeah, you're right about that. She takes way too many drugs.
Well, it's as they say. You can't do anything with an underdose.
With an overdose, you can at least try to come off it. Take a bath, do breathing exercises, get medical attention as necessary. With an underdose, you're just you.
Yeah, but I mean, she has an actual drug problem. Not like you. Not like us. I don't think I've ever seen her sober. I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal, remember. I know you're tired. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you, them, and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!"
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. Understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one.
What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20...
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be. The same small, heavy door. No lock.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol, speed, probably also sildenafil.
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Points aren't good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
There is no challenge without competition. There must be. This is clearly sports for him. Something like archery. or dots? The young woman looks at you, then the lieutenant, then you. She's enjoying this.
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something. What?
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone. Oily, isn't it? We have that in common now.
She understands what autopsies entail. It doesn't get her off balance.
No. Okay, sure. Here you go. What else are we missing, officer?
Oh, that. It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Orani's lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of what Anis lit. A moment's rest. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world Oh, yeah. No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at that.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself. Change of topic, perhaps? A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil.
Hear that? Sildenafil. Just like you suspected. Yeah, you got the magic touch.
How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for...
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now. All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Not my favorite topic, but okay. We partied. We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically.
What else?
Stimulants.
Whoa. After so much drinking and...
I guess you can say that.
How did you...
Downstairs. At the bar. He was on some sort of assignment.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted?
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all record, below the damage, the weeks of decomposition. How old are you? That's where this is going. You could ask either one of them.
Huh? How old? 58. Actually, make that 54. Alcohol, and I was wrong about the age of the deceased.
Wait. This requires scientific to the laboratorium.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
This is Precinct 56. Yes, I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
The lieutenant leans in to listen. Notebook in.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Kortenaer. That's E-L-L-I-S K-O-R-T-E-N-A-I-R. Exact date of birth, unknown. He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2.
According to Klasia, Lele said his real name wasn't really his. Perhaps that's because he was fostered.
This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the Eastbrand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol. It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files. So...
It is. Thank you, Alice.
None, officer. Sorry.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
A compliment from Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Not bad.
A name. This is very good. Elise Cortona.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. 57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering.
The policeman. What can our village do for you? Your mind just flips back and forth, doesn't it? Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like I see Lillian's. I've seen it all before. Then the...
She is headstrong, but there's a slight hesitation in there. You may be able to convince her. It's really in her best interest to listen to you. You know how the world works.
I've heard that pitch before plenty. Building this, building that, new jobs, new blood. Somehow the people here always end. Were you dropped on the head as a kid? Do you know who takes the cream of these deals? Real estate devs have some integrity. You're an officer of the law, not some fat slut.
It's okay. She's emotional right now. Keep at it. We're her out.
Officer! God damn it. Pull yourself together, René. What do you want?
How is the investigation going? Found any curses yet? Oh, that's great! I hope exciting adventures lie ahead. And maybe you can help Mother become less afraid.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden.
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going. She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain. The lieutenant stands by, looking, a facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that. You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
I sure hope you...
There she stands, swaying on her feet. There's something you're missing. Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Apologizing to everyone. Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes? Yes, of course. That makes...
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It's
the swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. give it another,
Demolish the place.
I don't see how this is going to give new results. Through the kitchen door, perhaps. Let's explore rather than destroy.
You see, you immediately feel drawn.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told,
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza. And I don't. Just one.
Ooh, tough choice there.
The gnome of Jeroma. Oh, it is. None of his victims survived. It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of this very...
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's... Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself.
Alas, always alas, and then it was gone. Isn't...
I understand your skepticism, but that's what...
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
He nods approvingly.
You're back. Good. By love, you did.
Fast.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about...
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?